to attract high caliber men so that you can finally call in your dream partner and start to build that life together that I know that you've been longing for. Hello to those of you who are joining me. So we are going to uncover why, no matter how hard you try and no matter where you search for these high caliber men, the reason why you're not finding an ideal match for who you're looking for. Now, this isn't by chance. There is a very specific reason for it, and we are going to uncover that in today's live stream. So give me a hello in the comments if you are joining. If this is your first time, then let me know. Hello, welcome. Those of you who don't know me, my name's Natalie Ford. I'm a dating and relationship coach for women. I can't speak today. I specifically support women who have high standards and are really looking for a very specific type of man, because you've done your work, right? You've cleared out your limiting beliefs. You in your power. You've stepped away from people pleasing. You've got your healthy boundaries. You've got your self-worth, and you want a man who's going to be your equal, right? You don't want just, somebody who hasn't done their work, who's still in their patterns. So I really support those type of women to actually call in that type of man. So welcome, hello, this is me. Also, in today's live stream, I am going to be telling you about my upcoming program for spiritual women with high standards who are ready to call in their ideal man in 2023. Now, this program is called Soul Aligned Love. You'll hear me talking about it through the live stream, and at the end there will be an exclusive rate to join Soul Aligned Love at an exclusive rate that isn't available anywhere else, and it will only be available for 48 hours after this live stream. So watch right through to the end. Hello, those of you who are joining, lots of love. So, okay, who is this? I'm struggling to speak. Let me just take a sip of drink, because apparently my lips and mouth are not working super well today. Meanwhile, I would love to hear from you in the comments. Who are you? Where are you from? What's your name? I'd love to receive a message from you and just get connected. Right, hopefully that should help me speak. So, this live stream today is for women who are on all of the dating sites, or you are out and about trying to meet your dream man. You're super clear on the type of man that you want to call in, but he isn't easy to find. And you are ready to call upon the universe's magic to support you with this mission of finding him. So, you know that you are a high value woman, right? You've done a lot of work to heal the past, change the patterns that weren't serving you, and you are now ready for that next level relationship. But trying to find a man that you really vibe with and who is also on a path of spiritual and personal development can feel really hard. You're like, I just don't know where to find him. I've been looking in all of the all of the conscious communities, the tantra communities, the yoga communities, the meditation communities, the spiritual communities, the personal growth communities, and you're not finding the quality of man that you're looking for. Or if you do, he's not in a position where he wants to settle down, right? That was my story. I would find these incredible men who, they were really, really promising, full of potential. But as I learned, and as hopefully you have learned too, it doesn't serve to date potential. We have to date reality. And the reality was that these guys were very happy playing the scenes, very happy dating multiple women, exploring themselves, just being out and about. And they weren't ready. They weren't in a position like me where I was really ready to settle down and call in my forever person. So if this has been your situation too, just drop me like a little heart comment in the message. Drop me a little heart emoji in the comments. Goodness me, my words are not coming out super easily tonight. So you probably, like me, have dated a lot of near matches. Hello to those of you joining. But you know that the quality that you're looking for in a relationship, and you do not want to settle on this. And why should you? There's no reason why you should need to settle for anything less than you absolutely desire if you're willing to do what is needed to call him in. This is exactly my story, right? I had such high standards, but I knew that if I accepted a relationship that was anything less than those standards, I would feel like I'd cheated myself. I'd feel like I'd betrayed myself. And I'd betrayed myself a lot in the past. Most of my 20s and 30s, I'd betrayed myself. So I wasn't prepared to do that anymore. I was like, no, like, I want this and I'm going to get this. And you know what? I did. I'm going to tell you all about it. However, back to where you might be at the moment. So I'm imagining that you might be talking to men on dating sites at the moment, but those conversations can potentially last weeks at a time before you feel like you've really got to know them. And then at that point, either they ghost you or they never ask you out and it just becomes like pen pals, or they only want sex, or by the time you actually do meet them in person, there's no chemistry. Like, you've built up all of this anticipation and chemistry online only to discover that actually when you get there in person, it just doesn't really work. Like, have you had that experience? Let me know. Like, put a hand up in the comments if that has been your experience, because that was definitely my experience. Now, you're a very capable woman, right? You've been through a lot. You've grown, you've done a lot of life by yourself, and you're really capable of doing life solo. But you want a special person to share it with, right? You're looking for a partner in crime, a companion and a soulmate. Someone who really gets you, really understands how you are, why you are the way you are, what you're passionate about, what makes you happy, what triggers you. And you get them too. You have that same level of depth of understanding with them too. You're looking for somebody to build a life with, to share the good times and also to support each other through the tough times, right? Now, why is it so important that you know how to attract high quality men, right? Because you could just find somebody. You know, there's plenty of single men out there, plenty of single women out there. What's stopping us getting together? I'm imagining you want to attract your dream person, and not being able to do that is stopping you have the shared life experience that you're looking for. You know that this is your next level of being and living and loving. And you're really, really excited to experience that love, passion, and connection in your life. I know I was. You're ready for a man who can stay through the hard conversations and doesn't abandon. A man who is kind and caring, but also has his own opinions, can speak his boundaries, and doesn't people please. Isn't that like so important? A man who is committed to being honest, and even when it's uncomfortable to be so. A man who listens with presence and takes accountability for his actions. Am I right? I'd love to know, what else are you looking for in your dream person? Let me know in the comments. I'm just going to say hello to a few of you who have joined. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, my loves. So how do you find these type of men, right? How do you call in a man of this caliber? Well, the truth is, men of this caliber, particularly ones who are single and actually looking for lasting love, are not particularly common. So just looking for him alone is not enough. Just being on the dating sites or just being out and about trying to meet him, having friends hook you up or going to parties and, hoping to bump into him, it's not enough. Not for a man of this standard. You need to do the energy work as well to call him in energetically. So we are more than just physical beings, right? We are energetic beings too. And energy vibrates. It has a frequency to it. Objects of the same frequency are drawn towards each other. Literally, if you've got two objects that are both vibrating at the same frequency, they will do this until they join. And so when you call in a man on an energetic frequency, the universe is moving you together, bringing you closer together until eventually you meet. So when you set your full intention on calling in a high caliber man, and importantly, you are very, very specific about the type of man that you want to ask the universe for, then you become an energetic match and you draw these type of men towards you. Now, I had been looking for my ideal man for about 5 years. No word of a lie. I had been hanging out in all of the conscious communities, going to all the personal development workshops. I had some really beautiful male friends in my life, and I dated loads of men, but none of them were right. The ones that I thought were right didn't think I was right, and the ones that thought I was right, I didn't think they were right. So for 5 years, I was trying to find my ideal man before I learned the energy work that changed my life. When I learned, finally, the secret to calling in high caliber men, and more specifically, not just high caliber men generally, although it was working for that, but very, very specifically, my ideal man, the one that I'd been dreaming about, I'd been imagining, I'd been wanting to connect with, it took less than 6 weeks for him to find me. This is how powerful energetic manifestation is. So we were both looking for each other. We didn't know it. I wasn't looking for a specific person. I was looking for a type of person, and he was looking for a type of woman. But when we found each other, we were each other's perfect match. He literally walked into my life under 6 weeks of me doing the work that I'm going to be sharing with you in this live stream. Hello to those of you who are new and joining me, welcome. And of course, I work one-to-one with clients, and the clients that I have taught this process to have had similar results too. One client, once we had worked through the energetic manifestation, and of course there's a clearing process that comes with that. You can manifest all you like, but if you haven't cleared out the blocks, then the manifestation is never going to work. So when we cleared out the energetic blocks and she manifested, a man who had already been in her life for a number of years came forward and expressed that he wanted to be with her. And for the first time, she saw him in this new light, having cleared out all of these blocks to lasting love. She was like, oh my God, like my dream man has already been in my life for a period of time and I just didn't know it. And I'm so delighted to tell you that because they had already known each other for a period of time, they dated for about a year and then they got married, and now they are happily married. And it is just such a delight that this work can be so powerful. So, this is the process that I teach in my program, Soul Aligned Love, which I'm going to be telling you about at the end of this live stream. And there will be an exclusive rate for you to join if you join within 48 hours of this live stream. This is the process that I've just spoken about. In Soul Aligned Love, you're going to be learning the exact process I use to call in my partner, and that my clients use to call in their partners too, including the lady who got married. So what are some of the things that you might be doing that actually you can let go of because they're not serving you? Let's look at some of those things. So a big mistake that some of the clients that I work with, like before they work with me, that they come to me, they're saying like, I didn't want to be like too fussy, Natalie. I didn't want to be too specific, too selective. And this is actually a mistake. You need to be precise. You need to be fussy about the exact man you want to call in. Do not lower your standards in order to broaden the fishing net. That doesn't work. You just end up with men that you don't actually really want to be in relationship with. You want to have a single fishing rod, and you want to have a very precise hook on the end of it. Actually, I'm not liking this analogy because I'm not really a fan of fishing, but it's the one that just came to me. You want to be very precise ultimately. So don't lower your standards. Don't broaden the net. Get actually more precise. You don't want to rely just on hanging out at certain events, venues, or in certain communities to find your ideal man, because just doing the physical things only isn't enough. You need to do the energy work as well. When you're looking for this caliber of man, this is not just any average man. This is not the man on the street, the, average person that you're probably bumping into all of the time. If it was, you'd already be in a relationship by now, right? So you have a very specific desire for the type of man that you want to be in relationship with. And when you want that level of clarity and that level of caliber of man, you need to use energy work as well to call him in, to do this vibrational dance of coming closer together. You also don't want to be worrying about whether or not you're on the right dating app, because to be honest, when you're doing energy work, it doesn't really matter. You are going to find the right dating app and the right guy, and if not, he's going to find you. So whether or not you're on the right dating app really doesn't matter. You also want to stop trying to make relationships work that don't work. If you are in a relationship with a man, who isn't fully committed, it is not going to work. It's not going to be your forever relationship. Let it go with love. If you're in a relationship with men who repeatedly emotionally abandon or can't have the difficult conversations, it is never going to work long term. Let them go with love. What you want to be doing instead, as I said, crystal clear on your dating standards, and you want to go deep so that the universe knows precisely what type of person you are calling in. You want to do the energy work as well as the practical. It's a both and, not an either or. And a big part of the energy work is clearing out the blocks. So I know you've already done loads of self-love work. You've already got your boundaries. You can already speak your truth, and you're out of people pleaser. That is amazing. That is a fantastic journey that you could be super, super proud of. And I bet there are still some insecurities that come up for you when you first start dating, when you are getting to know somebody and you're in that phase of like, I don't really know whether he likes me. I don't know whether or not he's the right one. Maybe he didn't message you when he said he was going to message you, and then it throws up all your insecurities around feeling abandoned, and your trust wounds come up. So all of that stuff was still present for me before I learned this work too. So if you're in that place, this can work for you too. Soul-aligned love is the process that will work for you. Hello to those of you who are joining. Welcome, welcome. Another part of the limiting beliefs and insecurities are things that can block manifestation, such as if you're not really sure whether or not your dream man exists, that alone is sending a mixed signal to the universe, right? That alone is saying, I don't really know. Am I worthy? Do I want him? Does he exist? It's a very confused energetic signature that you're sending out. If you're having subconscious thoughts around, this whole dating malarkey, it's too hard and I just can't be bothered, you're also energetically telling the universe, I don't really want this enough. I'm not really vibing this, don't really want it enough. If you're also sat on your little princess pillow thinking to yourself, well, manifestation just means I just have to have a vision board, and I just have to journal, and I just have to think about it, right? I don't actually have to do anything. No, I'm sorry. We have to take ourselves off the little princess pillow, and we actually have to go out and look for him in the same way that he's looking for us. Manifestation is about action as well as vision and clarity. So these are some of the limiting beliefs that can actually stop you manifesting. And if you don't clear out these limiting beliefs, it doesn't matter how much you focus on your vision board and your journaling and your thoughts and your standards. If you're not actually supporting that with the thoughts underneath, the real deep belief in yourself, in the process, in the fact that he exists, in the fact that he's going to want to be with you, in the fact that all of this is truly possible, then those limiting beliefs are going to be blocking you from making this happen. So, Soul Aligned Love is my 10-week group program that is coming up in September. This is exactly what you will be learning inside Soul Aligned Love. This is for women who are ready to call in your forever relationship. You know that you are worthy of a magnificent love, and you are so ready for it to be here now. You're in a place where you want to make this your priority, and you are prepared to get vulnerable and uncomfortable, to work through the limiting beliefs and insecurities that are blocking you currently from manifesting, so that we can clear those out of the way, and then you can have a clear energetic channel to call him in. In Soul Aligned Love, you will learn how to attract the precise type of man that you have been longing to call in, the one that you literally dream about and fantasize about and hope exists. So no more men who ghost, abandon, or aren't ready to commit. You're also going to be learning the most powerful tool I learned in the whole 15, 16 years I have done personal development. This tool is unbelievably powerful and accurate and efficient at clearing out limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging thoughts. It gets right to the bottom of the insecurity and energetically uproots it. It what's the word I wrote down? It eradicates. It helps you eradicate limiting beliefs and insecurities, so that they no longer disturb the energetic vibration that you are sending out to manifest your ideal man. Hello, my loves. Those of you who are watching, welcome. You will also learn a practical dating strategy to weed out the time wasters on dating apps and in-person dates, and identify the high caliber men who are truly a good match for what you are looking to call in. This is a tried and tested process that I teach all of my clients. It's also the process I used, so that dating becomes a fast and efficient process for you. No more spending hours and hours on dating apps, swiping, feeling bored, wishing that you were doing something else. And no more going on bad dates. We eradicate all of this in Soul Aligned Love. Finally, you are going to also build a community of powerful, empowered women who are out in the world on a mission to create their soul vision, manifest their soul life, and call in their dream partner. So if you have been wanting to call in a community of like-minded women, conscious women who are doing the work, who are in their power, who've cleared all of the rescuer and the people pleaser and all of those pieces, you don't have to have cleared it completely, but they've done huge amounts of this work. If you want to be surrounded by a community of women who are doing this and living this and breathing this and making friends with women that are going to last you a lifetime, then soul aligned love is a place where you are going to experience that. So after 10 weeks of intense clearing, manifesting, and practical dating strategy, you will walk away with unshakable self-belief in your ability to call in a man of this caliber, and knowing the exact skills of precisely how to do it. And for some of you, you will already have done that. By the end of the 10 weeks, you will already have called in your dream man. Bear in mind, it only took me 6, so it is totally possible to do this. You will have in your back pocket for the rest of your life the most powerful tool I have ever discovered to clear out limiting beliefs and insecurities like this. Literally, it's the fastest, most efficient tool that I have ever discovered. And those of you that have done Claim Your Crown with me, you know what I'm talking about. If any of you have seen the reviews from Claim Your Crown, which was a previous iteration of this program that was more generic and not specific around love, then you will see the raving reviews that people, men and women, left from that program around how this tool supported them to just be completely rooted and in their power no matter what happened, so that they could breeze through the dating process unshakable and completely connected to your standards, your self-worth, and your power throughout the entire dating process, so that you don't get shaky, you don't unbalance, and you don't abandon or betray yourself or lose sight of exactly what it is that you're wanting to call in. Hello, those of you who are joining. So if this sounds like a program that you want to be in, the practicalities are: we start in September. It is a 10-week group program for women only, women who have done a fair amount of personal development work. So you are going to be surrounded by a really strong, powerful group of women. And the go live price for this program is going to be £1,222, but you can get it for half of that today. If you DM me within the next 48 hours, so that will be by Friday of this week, I think, what are we on today? The 19th, so Friday 21st of July, you can get it for $667. It is possible also to do payment plans if you need to do that, but you must DM me and make payment within the next 48 hours to secure this price. As I say, it is half of the go live price. This is an exclusive rate for people who have tuned into this live stream only. So drop me a DM. We will have a quick chat on Messenger back and forth just to answer any questions you have, and then we will jump onto a short video call to just establish that you're a really good fit for this. And then if you are, then you will make payment on the video call. So I cannot wait to welcome you into this space. This is going to be such a powerful group of incredible women, all calling in their dream man. Amazing 10-week program starting in September. Soul aligned love. DM me if this is for you.